400 years ago, this city was already alive. Before lights, before engines, before modern France. This was Paris. The river Seine was its heartbeat. Every street bent around it. Every life depended on it. Paris did not grow by design. It grew by survival. The streets were narrow. The ground was mud. The air never clean. Yet thousands lived here, side by side, every single day. Work never stopped. Metal was shaped by fire. Bread was baked before sunrise. Water was carried by hand. Life was hard, but routine kept the city breathing. Religion ruled the skyline. Power ruled the streets. Rich and poor walked the same roads, but lived in completely different worlds. Paris was not just a city. It was a symbol of authority. Kings ruled from stone walls, looking down at a population that never slept. Notre Dame stood surrounded, not isolated like today. Homes pressed against bridges. Shops clung to cathedrals. Space was a luxury no one had. Soldiers trained in open squares, not for glory, but to remind the city who was in control. As the sun fell, Paris prepared for night. When darkness arrived, Paris changed. Candles replaced sunlight. Shadows replaced safety. Taverns filled with whispers. Homes locked their doors. The rich dined in warmth. The poor survived the cold. Crime did not announce itself. It lived in silence, in fog, in alleys too narrow to escape. By midnight, the city waited for morning. And then, Paris woke again. The same streets, the same struggle, the same rhythm of life. From above, the city looked endless, chaotic, crowded, alive. This Paris would one day disappear, rebuilt, redesigned, reimagined. But in the 1600s, this was reality. No monuments for tourists, no clean streets, no modern comfort. Only people trying to live. History does not vanish. It hides beneath what we see today. And somewhere under modern Paris, this city still exists. While the city looked alive, it was never truly clean. Waste flowed through the same streets. Where children played, disease spread faster than news. Paris was beautiful from above, but unforgiving on the ground. Every morning, people stepped outside not knowing what the day would bring. Bread shortages, harsh winters, or sudden unrest. Survival was never guaranteed. The river Seine gave life, but it also carried death. It was used for water, for trade, and for disposal. Everything passed through it, including the city's secrets. Power lived behind stone walls, thick, cold, unreachable. Kings and nobles watched from above, while the city below carried the weight of their decisions. Paris was not silent, even at night. Footsteps echoed in narrow alleys. Lanterns flickered in the fog. Some walked home, others never did. Religion promised order, but fear controlled behavior. Church bells marked time, not clocks. Life moved by sound, not schedules. Yet despite everything, Paris endured. Buildings were repaired by hand, streets rebuilt again and again, generations born into the same chaos. No one here imagined what Paris would become. Wide roads, open squares, a tower of iron touching the sky. To them, this city was permanent, unchanging, eternal. But history had other plans. History does not change gently. It waits. Then it reshapes everything. Within these crowded streets, pressure was building, slowly, silently. Too many people, too little space, too many rules written by those who never walked here. Paris was powerful, but fragile. One fire could erase a neighborhood. One winter could starve thousands. One decision could change the city forever. And change did come, not all at once, but piece by piece. Old houses disappeared. Walls were torn down. Streets were widened. What once felt eternal began to fade. The Paris you are seeing was not destroyed. It was replaced, layer by layer, generation by generation. The medieval city was buried beneath stone, beneath order, beneath time. Centuries later, people would walk these same grounds without knowing what once stood here. They would see beauty, but not the struggle beneath it. Modern Paris shines, but it stands on the weight of millions who lived, worked, and survived before it. Every bridge has a memory. Every street has a past. Every stone has a story. This was Paris, before the world knew it, before symmetry, before monuments, before modern France. And even now, if you listen closely, the old city is still there, hidden, waiting, remembered. Time did not erase Paris, it transformed it. What followed was not a single moment, but a long process of forgetting. New roads were built on top of old paths. New buildings rose where entire lives once existed. People adapted. They always do. What mattered was not what was lost, but what was coming next. The sounds changed first. Horses replaced carts. Stone replaced wood. Silence replaced the chaos of medieval nights. Light returned to the city. Wider streets allowed the sun in. Air began to move. The city slowly learned to breathe again. But progress has a cost. Communities were broken apart. Families pushed outward. History quietly covered over. Paris became organized, measured, planned. The randomness of the old city was seen as a flaw, not a memory. Yet nothing truly disappears. Beneath modern streets, beneath clean stone and symmetry, the old Paris still remains. Its foundations are still there. Its walls still support the present. The past is not gone. It is holding everything up. Every step taken today walks across centuries of forgotten lives. Paris did not forget them. We did. And now, through Reconstruction, through imagination, through history, we remember.